I think in the rematch, I don't see it being. Who'd you say the rematch where he got knocked?
Charlo
against Harrison.
Yeah,
I don't see it being like that. I feel like Lamont Roach is going to start the pressure earlier, and he's still going to be ready for the counters, and he knows he can take his power. I think Tank is going to try to start off earlier too, and it's not going to work out for him.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think Tank might try to start off earlier and probably even force some things, and it might work against him. You know,
leave himself open.
Yeah, yep. That well, like I said, he should have started this fight. You should have did that in this one and put the heat on this kid and not allow this kid to get comfortable. You can see that he got comfortable. He was able to wear the punches much better later in the fight when Tank really started to kind of unload and gave some return as well. And a couple of times, he buzzed Tank. I'm like, relax, relax.
Because I've never seen that before. I've literally never seen that before. So yeah, it was
when Tank landed a good shot, Roach you could tell it had an effect, but he had a good poker face and he'd come right back.
And he kept that tight.
Yes. When Roach landed a good shot, it would make Tank have to reset, back out of range.
The one time stumble.
Right, in the 7th round, the straight right hand.
But I mean, all that to say, I blame some of this on PVC. I mean, I don't know this is coming from Anthony, nobody else. They were setting up the Jake Paul versus Tank fight. Jake Paul was there. He was going to come in the ring. That was the next event. Canelo fucked him. Tank was going to take the fight. Tank was going to get paid very, very well.
He didn't F him. What does he owe Jake Paul?
No. Canelo fucked him.
No, but I'm saying, how do he F him?
I know how you New Yorkers are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the next big event. It was going to be Paul versus Tank. A huge event, and probably is what's going to happen.
Nasty work.
Because you don't like it? You don't like it?
Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis? Yeah. No.
I don't like it either.
They're like 70 pounds apart.
But you see where it all makes sense. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, yep.
When he's in the presser talking about it can't happen next, it's already something. The guy was in the arena. He was in my locker room.
Who asked him that?
I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. I mean, we talking about Tank being exposed and what it might look like with him fighting Shakur. How do y'all feel about him fighting Lomachenko after this fight?
Nah, Lomachenko too old. Tank ends up knocking out Lomachenko. It's gonna be sad.
Look at what's the guy he fought that he knocked out cold?
Tank?
Yeah. He got 3 names. Mexican dude.
Hector Luis Garcia.
No.
Leo
Santa Cruz. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Leo Santa Cruz had a lot of success against
cold.
Tank. He's an offensive fighter. Then, he got put to sleep. I think that Lomachenko can have that same success. He's also a counterpuncher, and if he fights him smart, I don't see him getting knocked out.
He's going to sleep.
I think in Loma's prime, particularly, he'd have been a little too busy for Tank with everything. It's not that Gervonta doesn't have the talent to line Lomachenko up at some point and hurt
busy
him.
with everything.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. Tank likes his pace, and Loma's gonna be feigning and stepping aside, doing this and touching and Gervonta hasn't showed us enough data that he would have dealt with that and got the win. Not saying he couldn't. I mean, he's talented enough with the speed and power and everything, but
I agree.
That's kind of what the data reads, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Loma would have felt the power like he did with Teofimo, and he wouldn't have been as busy as he's used to. We'll never know because they didn't do it.
At one point, we're going to get him fighting the Kings, the Teos, the Haneys, the Shakira.
It's time now. I felt like when Loma was at his best and they were calling for that fight, it just wasn't time for Tank. It was bad. It's bad timing for those two guys,
How do y'all feel if the Paul fight happens?
I don't want the Paul fight.
It's an event.
Happen. It is an event.
Jake Paul might be the favorite.
Doesn't make sense though.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like a half a foot taller and 70 pounds heavier.
That makes it's literally like this.
It's like Rocky against Hulk Hogan.
The Rock versus Hulk Hogan?
Rocky against Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm betting on Tank.
You think Tank knocks him out?
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
It's just gonna be.
I don't want to see it.
I don't
want to pontificate on it.
Especially if you're telling us you only giving us this many fights. Well, give us the fights. Go out as a warrior. Bro, you lose it. You lost. Whatever. Go out as a Who's more? People love Floyd. I mean, Mike Tyson more than love Floyd. Floyd's
a better fighter than Mike
Yeah.
Tyson, but to your point, they
Yeah.
love Mike Tyson more. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares
Yeah.
about that. Oh, let that shit go, man. Like, let's fight. But I
And-
get it. It's a business, and Tank is about the money. So if I'm gonna make $50 million versus Paul, a 10, 20 million versus Shakira, I'm going with Paul. We getting fucked.